here's my plan for my USA road trip. I will be taking my trusted companion, Felix, on this trip. I've gone on so many trips with Felix, and to so many different nice locations. It has crossed Canada 3 times, and I think it has at least one more long trip in him. So let me tell you about my plan for this USA road trip. Keep in mind, I'm making this plan with no intention of actually keeping to it, like a general outline. Part 1, New England. Starting from Montreal, we're going to go down to Vermont. Then we're going to go to Boston, then Cape Cod to see the coast, up the coast to Maine, and then across to Niagara Falls. Then proceeding into the Midwest.
Living in Montreal, Vermont is so close to me, and I've only been once to get a new window for my Subaru, Felix, when it was broken, shattered by somebody random in the street. But I haven't really explored it, so that's my first plan of action. I'm gonna go to Vermont, then I'm gonna go through New Hampshire and visit Boston, see some of the sights. Then I'm gonna go to Cape Cod, because I've heard a lot about it, but actually it's just because I was in Little Women in high school, and they go to Cape Cod in that musical slash book slash show. So I feel like I should go and see what the fuss is about. After that, I'm going to go up to Maine. I'm going to see the coast, see what Maine has to offer. Not sure if I'm going to go all the way up to Portland or if I'm just going to start cutting across before I get there and just see a little bit of the lower coast. Then we are going to take the roads through upstate New York. I'm pretty sure that's what that area is called. Well, yes, I think so. Upstate New York. Then get to Niagara Falls on the American side. And I have never been to Niagara Falls on either side of the border, so I feel like I should see the big amounts of water going down. I feel like it's probably good. I'm nearby. Then I will proceed west along the lake into the Midwest.
Part 2, the Midwest. Starting from Niagara, we are going down through the lakes to Chicago, up to Wisconsin, across to Iowa, through Nebraska, up to South Dakota, and then down towards Colorado.
So proceeding out of Niagara Falls, I'm going to follow the bottom of, I think it's Lake Erie. Along there, I'm going to kind of take it not too fast, because I think there's a lot of like nice lake communities along there. Through Cleveland, and then across to Chicago, following the lake there as well. And in Chicago, I'm going to stop there, see some of the sights. I'm gonna eat some Chicago-style pizzas, because you have to. Might check out some bars. And then I'm going to proceed up to Wisconsin. I do like cheese, so I think I'll fit in there. Then we're going to go into Iowa. I don't know what is there. I am very unsure, but I'm sure there's exciting things to do and pretty spots to be. And then we're going to go into Nebraska. Same idea. And then we are going to go up a little bit north to South Dakota. And the reason we're going to South Dakota is because they have the Badlands National Park there, and I want to see that. And also, I want to be that person who's on the road in the States that goes to Mount Rushmore. I feel like I've seen a few films that do that, and can I actually tell you what those are? Maybe not. I don't know. I feel like people on American road trips always visit Mount Rushmore, so I will do that. And then I'm going to just go south towards Colorado.
Part 3 starts as we enter Colorado and into the Rocky Mountains. That's going to be our first stop. Then we're going to be going to Denver, then maybe a little bit into the Rockies again, but then Utah, down to Zion. There's tons of parks there. Vegas, Grand Canyon, and then across to California.
This section of the trip, I think, is the part that I'm most excited for. I feel like there's so many opportunities to free camp out in the desert, out in the mountains. It's just like so good. But we start with going into Colorado, and we're gonna do some hikes in the Rocky Mountains that are just north of Denver. Then we're gonna come down to Denver, check out some sights there, then start driving towards Utah. We might pop back into the Rockies for another little hike, and then we'll go to the Utah border, enter Utah. There are so many parks in Utah. It's kind of insane. And I keep seeing videos on YouTube with people going to all these different parks, and I feel like there's too many for me to see in the time that I'm there. But I'm definitely going to be going to Zion. I left for a second because there's a list. There's a lot of parks that I'm going to. Okay, I'm not sure this is the complete list, but I'm going to Zion, I'm going to Bryce Canyon, I'm going to try to go to Arches and Canyonlands, though they are a little more out of my way, so we'll see. And I think I'm going to a provincial park as well, but I don't know offhand which park that is. But I'm very excited for Utah. I feel like the car life / just living out in the desert has so much potential and is so much fun. Then I'm going to Vegas. I don't gamble, but I do enjoy card games. I might pop into a casino, maybe stealth camp somewhere there, see the sights. And then I'm going to go to the Grand Canyon, but I'm going to be taking Route 66 to get there, which has all the cool historic stuff. So I'm excited for that. Then I'm going to take Route 66 to California.
So this is part 4, the final part of this trip. It's going to be going from Grand Canyon across to Joshua Tree to Los Angeles, then up to Yosemite, then to the San Francisco, and then to Crater Lake, Portland, and then Seattle, and then home.
This part of the trip is going to be so much fun. I already know it. We are going from Grand Canyon, and we are taking Route 66, and then onto whatever other roads to get to Joshua Tree, that national park. I'm excited for that. Then we're going to LA. But yeah, I'll have to stealth camp somewhere in LA, and I'm going to see the sights, I'm going to go see Hollywood. It's been a really long time since I've been to LA. I have been before when I was a kid, but I'm going to go see all those things, Hollywood, Boulevard, main sights, probably go buy some In-N-Out because that's what people do in LA, and definitely going to go to the beach. After that, I'm going to drive up the coast, along the coast as far as I can, stopping at beaches. It's gonna be a fun time. Then Big Sur State Park, I think, is a park that is there, and I think I'm gonna check that out. And then once I get to the road to Yosemite, I'll pull off, go across, and probably do some hikes there, and then kind of go back to the coast, San Francisco, up the Northern California coast and part of Oregon, and then across to Crater Lake. I've heard is very nice. I've heard it's a very nice national park, so I'm gonna plan to go there, and then I'll pop up to Portland, do all the Portland things. I've been to Portland before, but only for like a day, so I don't really actually know it that well, but I'm gonna try to do sightseeing things there, then drive up to Seattle, probably stay there a night, and then Vancouver, ferry home. Done, dusted. That's the trip. Thank you for watching my plan for my upcoming road trip. If you like this content, then maybe put a like, maybe put a comment down there, interact, talk to me, I'll respond. And maybe hit that subscribe button. Bye.